Hey guys, it's Jack, and today is going to be possibly the best video I've ever made, which is my experience meeting Taylor Swift. That doesn't sound real to me, but guys, it actually happened last week, last week, Saturday, or June 2nd, in Chicago, Soldier Field. I met Taylor Swift, and it was the absolute most amazing thing I've ever done. She's the sweetest person. I'm going to tell you everything about the entire day, so this is probably going to be a very long video, so let's just get right into it. I have a story highlight called the Rep Chicago on my Instagram account. If you want to see pictures and videos, it's like really long. If you want to see everything from the night, I have all the really cool pictures and things that I took on that night. And so follow me on all my social medias right here. And some pictures will be popping up here as I'm talking about certain things. So let's just get right into this experience. So my dad and I got to Chicago on Friday, June 1st. Taylor was playing, we didn't go to the show. We went down there, we got all of our merch at Soldier Field, at the Getaway Shop. I took pictures in the throne for the first night, and I'll get to more things soon. But we didn't go to the show, we didn't really stay that long, we just got our merch, and then we went and we had dinner, and so I didn't have to carry on my merch the next day. And I didn't really get to meet anyone because I was supposed to meet people from my group chats, but sadly there was so much traffic getting into Chicago that we got there late, so I wasn't able to meet any of my friends. But I met so many people the next night, and so the next day we woke up, we went to Shedd Aquarium, which was actually really cool, and we got back, we woke up, we went to Shedd Aquarium, then we came back and we got ready when we came back to our hotel and we got ready for the show. And I have I've made a vlog about all of this. It's my last video, please go check it out. Watch it before this video, you can see everything that I'm talking about. And so I got ready, and then we went down to the stadium around like 2:30 to 3 o'clock, and we got there, and I met so many people that were already there. A bunch of people came up, and they were like screaming like, Jack, and like I hugged people, and I took so many pictures, and it was absolutely amazing. And we went to the will call window because I actually got a DM on Tuesday, Tuesday before the show. It was a confidential message. I had to give them my name, my phone number, and they had the best time to call me, and they said they had a special opportunity. They didn't say I was meeting Taylor, and I got the call the next day, and I had to give them all my information, and they had said that I had to go to will call by 5 p.m. And pick up a special envelope with my tickets and my instructions, because if you don't know, Taylor invited me to the show. Also watch that video first. There'll be a card somewhere, and you can see how I got invited to the show. I got free tickets from Taylor because she loved my delicate music video reaction. I have an entire other video about that, so I'm not going to go into depth about that here. So we went to will call around, I think, 3 o'clock, and we went and I told them that I had an envelope waiting for me, and I had to tell them my name, and they needed some form of ID, so I just gave them my school ID, because that's all I had, because I don't have a driver's license. And so they said they had an envelope there, but I wanted to wait a little bit longer, so my dad and I decided to keep the envelope there because it's probably safer with them instead of us bringing it around. And I met so many people, and I met, I don't even remember everyone's name, but I met so many people, and I met Raphael. His Instagram is Raphael Adores Taylor. He also met Taylor. He's my best online friend. I've known him for 4 years. He was the first friend I ever made. And we both got to meet Taylor, and he went to the AT&T DirecTV special event, and so we both got to meet Taylor the same day, and we got to meet each other. It was such an amazing day, and I love being able to meet him because I've known him for so long, and so that was such a cool experience. But so we went back to the will call window at around 4:30. We took more pictures in the throne of me, and I met so many people from my group chats, and it was so amazing. And I met Myrna, who was so nice to me, and I told her everything, and she gave me letters, and I took so many people's letters back to Taylor when I met her, and I'll explain that too. So so I went back to the will call window around 4:30. I had to pick everything up around 5, so I just wanted to do it early. And when I went there, they had this envelope waiting for me. I'm not going to show the front of it, but it has my name, and it says 2 production tickets, 2 Club Olivia passes, and 2 meet and greet passes. And so that was I opened it up, and you can see a video of me opening it in my Rip Tour vlog. Again, last video I posted. You can see me opening up this envelope for the first time and seeing this piece of paper, the golden ticket, and oh my god, it says, Dear Chicago guest, your opportunity to meet Taylor starts at 6 p.m. tonight. It has where you should meet. It says we only get 1 photo opportunity, and we have to have meet and greet passes. We have to meet at 6 p.m. And so this is the piece of paper that I saw first, and I was like, oh my god, I'm actually going to meet Taylor Swift, because They didn't tell me, but I had a feeling, obviously. And so inside that were these 2 tickets we had to use to get in, but we didn't actually sit in these seats. We sat at Club Olivia, so it had the 2 Club Olivia wristbands. Here's mine. My dad's is like, here, I still have my dad's too. But this is Club Olivia, and it has the date, and it says Chicago. And then this is the wristband for floor. Sorry, like I had to cut it off weirdly. But so this is the floor wristband. And then it had this map of Soldier Field, and it said where Club Olivia was. So you see, there's Olivia, and it has where it is. So that was all that was in the envelope, and we got back into line. I walked around, and I had this in my hand. So many people were yelling, they were like so happy for me. And I met so many of my friends, Sigi, and oh my god, I met like everyone. And then it was time to line up to go into the stadium. We had to, because we had these tickets in the 100, so we couldn't go to the floor access place. We had to line up in the general admission ticket, whatever line. And so we lined up, and we got in there like really quickly, and we got our light up bracelets. These aren't lighting up; they actually died today. But so my dad and I each got a light up bracelet, and they're different than the 1999 ones because like they're like adjustable, and the 1999 ones that just kind of like stretched. And so the first thing I saw when I went in, it was the Polaroid booth, and I took a picture there, but it didn't really turn out that good. But that's what it looked like. So yes, I had that. And then it was time for my dad and I to go to Club Olivia. So we went down to the field, and we had to like show the people our wristbands. We were the first people in Club Olivia, so we were the only ones there. It was amazing. I took so many pictures, and again, my story highlight, Rep Tour Chicago, on my Instagram, Rep Taylor's Reputation. So we went down there, and we had to show them our wristbands, and they let us in. And we got the front row of Club Olivia because we were the first people there, and they had these like nice like couch kind of things. They were like really small. They were like seats. And they were like cushioned, and they were super comfortable, and actually was covered because it actually rained during the show. But so like everyone in the stadium, because it's an outdoor stadium, everyone got like drenched, but we were all like, everyone that was in Club Olivia, we were all fine because it was covered. And so yeah, I met so many people there. I was actually sitting next to Raphael in Club Olivia because when he met Taylor, he got upgraded to Club Olivia. So we were all like sitting together, and it was so amazing. And 6 o'clock rolled around, or actually I think it was 5:48 is when we left to go to the section. I think it was 1W to go and like sign in. So we went to 1W, and there were like these people holding clipboards, and we had to tell them our names, and they had to like cross us off a list. And then they gave us these Reputation meet and greet wristbands. It just says the date in Chicago. So it just says Reputation meet and greet, and I was like, okay, wow, this is happening. And then we had to wait like until 6 o'clock for everyone to get there. And then they took a group of 10 of us down, and I was in the first group that went to do the pre-show rep room that night. And we walked down. We had to walk down like this certain like we had to walk back up to the stadium, and then we had to go around like certain barriers and everything in order to get to the rep room. And like I could see like the signs that said like Reputation Stadium Tour, and I saw Charlie XCX's dressing room. It was like right there, and I was like, oh my god, that's Charlie's. And then like the next door down was the rep room, and he was like, there was a table, there was like a white table, and he was like, please put any of like your phones or anything on the table, and if you have letters for Taylor, give them to, we had to like give them to the guy who was there. He's from Taylor Nation. I don't remember his name, but we put our phones on the table, and we gave him, I gave him like a stack of letters. I printed out some people online that sent them to me, and I had people that were just at the stadium, and I gave letters. So he said that Taylor would get the letters, and then he said go on in. And so we didn't have any phones, so I wasn't able to take pictures of the rep room with my phone. But we walked in there, and first of all, there was like an entryway, and so like it said like the rep room if you've seen it on her Instagram, or like if you've seen pictures of it. And all of her dresses, or there were 2 dresses from Equipment We Do. There was like the Red Throne one, and then like the Taylor Mountain, like one that says rep, and then her rainbow dress from Endgame, and the delicate blue dress. And then there was like the entryway, the rep room, and the rep room was amazing. There were these Polaroid cameras, and so we were allowed to take Polaroid pictures. So I'm going to show you all these Polaroid pictures that I took in the rep room. So this is one of just the Endgame and the delicate dresses. Here's me in the actual Throne from Look What We Do video, because the one outside is like plastic, but like this one, like you could tell like it's like made of like a different material. So this is me sitting in the throne from Look What We Do. Here's my dad and I in the entryway, because I was with my dad in the entryway to the rep room. Here's just, I took so many because I wanted to remember it. So here's just me just like sitting on one of the couches in the rep room. The bar was closed and there was no food. They just had the water and like soda. But I mean, no one really like drank anything because like everyone was so like excited. This is my favorite picture from the entire rep room, like my favorite Polaroid, which is just me, and you can see like the delicate and the endgame dresses. And so this is like my favorite picture that I have from there. And then here's me. There's like the big like couch in the middle. It's like a circle and it has like snakes on it. So there's a picture of me with that. Here's just me next to the endgame dress because like that's my favorite one that she's worn this era. Here's my dad and I in one of the couches in the rep room. And then the last one we took was a group photo of everyone in the rep room. We had to take 5 of them so each group could have one. And it just has everyone who was in the first group that went in there to meet her that night. And I love it so much. Everyone was so nice. We all got to talk about our favorite Taylor songs and everything. And it was so amazing. And one of the people from Taylor Nation, her name is Stephanie. She was so nice, by the way. And she was there, and my dad was talking to her pretty much the entire time. And everything just went by. I was taking in the rep room. I was like looking up. It was so amazing. Like all like she put so much like effort into it. And Stephanie from Taylor Nation, not the Stephanie that sent me the message, a different Stephanie. We asked. She said that Taylor designed it all herself, and like she was happy that everyone was paying attention to the details and seeing everything. And maybe around like 20-ish minutes that we were in there, Scott Swift walked in. Basically, I saw him like walk through the door, and I actually fell over onto the couch, like the circle couch in the middle, like this one that had like the snakes around it. Like I fell over, and I was like, oh my god, that's him. And he went around and he gave each of us 2 guitar picks, the Reputation ones. So I got my dad's and mine. So it just says like this one, it says like Taylor Swift Reputation. And I was like, I just got guitar picks from Scott Swift. Like, what? Oh, I just dropped it. Fun. And he was like really nice, and he's like a financial advisor, like he was a stockbroker. And so he was like talking about like the verified fan program and like scalpers and like taxes and stuff, and it was like hilarious because like that's like what he does. Like that's what he was talking to us about. And he went around, he was like asking everyone where we're from, and so like we're from St. Louis. And he was like, oh yeah, Andrea's family is from St. Louis. And he was like talking about like the county where they live. And my dad was like, wait, because like apparently like Taylor's family lives in the same exact like county, like town that my dad does. And so that was really cool. And he really was only in there for a couple minutes. And he was like leaving, and my dad actually shook his hand and like said bye. And probably like 10 more minutes after Scott left, or Scott told us that like Taylor was had like a really long day of work, like she was working really hard. So she's gonna be there shortly. He just wanted to stop in and say hi and give us guitar picks. And then he left, and Stephanie told us, or my dad just like kept talking to Stephanie from Taylor Nation, and then it was finally time for us to line up. And so basically these 2 girls, they walked into the curtain room, like there was like a curtain off section, and like they walked in there, and I heard Taylor say, hey. And like that was my first, like that was when it finally hit me that like Taylor's right there, like that is Taylor Swift, like that's her voice. And I was like, oh my god, like I'm going to actually like, get to meet her, because like before that I was like not like really being like 100% like it hasn't hit me. But like the second I heard her voice, I was like, that's actually Taylor Swift. And then Stephanie made us all get into a line, and my dad and I were like the second people, so we were like the first people in the line, because the 2 girls, they just walked in before us. And so my dad and I, we were the next people in line after they left. And so I heard Taylor say bye to them, like the people in front of us, and Stephanie lifted the curtain, and my dad, who's standing to the left of me, he said he saw Taylor, but I didn't because I was on the other side. And I was like, can I go in? And she was like, yeah. And I run in there, and there's Taylor right there. She goes, hey, and I'm like, hey, and we hug. She gives the best hugs. Her hugs are so tight, and like she is so incredibly sweet. And she hugged my dad, and my dad has a shirt that says "Fit Like a Daydream." He made it. We both made our shirts. We got them custom made. And she was like, I love your shirt, and she laughed. And Taylor looked at me like right in the eyes. She was like looking at me. She's so tall, by the way. The guy was like looking up to her the entire time. She's very tall. And she looked at me and she was like, I loved your delicate video reactions so much. Like, you're so precious. And she told me that her mom sent it to her. She was like, my mom sent it to me, and I knew I had to see you. And I was like, I love you. I don't remember like telling her I love you, but my dad said that I told her I loved her a lot. And oh my god, it was so amazing. And she was like talking to my dad like about his shirt. And then we only had like a minute with her. Because it was really rushed because she was working all day. So I think she was like doing something, I don't know. But so we only had like a minute with her. It went by so quickly. And so she was like, what do you want to do for a picture? And she like looked at me and my dad, and I just turned to her and I went, I looked at her and I just said, I just really want a hug. And she was like, of course. And she grabbed me and like she hugged me so tight, and we both looked at the camera. It was like so quick. And the number one question that I've been getting from like DMs and stuff is, what did Taylor smell like? Which I think is the funniest question ever, but she smelled like flowers. That's my answer. She had like really strong perfume on. Like my shirt like still like smelled like it afterwards. Like her perfume was really strong. And so, oh my god, after our hug and after like a picture, we hugged 3 times in total. She hugged my dad twice. And oh my god, I don't believe that I'm even like saying this. Like, it's crazy. And also before we walked in there, like I handed this like photograph ticket, and I'm gonna cover up the code just in case. It like has a website. It has a code for us to get our picture the next day. And before we left, I told Taylor, thank you so much for inviting me. And I don't remember what she said exactly after that. And then like the door opened, like someone pushed open the door for us to leave, and I just walked out and I looked back and I saw Taylor. And my dad turned around. I don't remember this either. My dad turned around and told Taylor, thank you for giving us something to bond over. And she was like, aw. And then like we like both left. I was the first one out of the room, and like the door shut and we were handed autographs actually. My dad and I each got one. I'm showing you this stuff right now because I'm about to put it all in a shadow box, except for we have different frames for the autographs. So this is what the autograph looked like. This is because I'm in my dad's house right now, so like I'm framing this one for my dad's house, but I have another one at my mom's house already framed. But like you can tell like it's Taylor's signature. Like you can like see like the strokes, and it's still like it smells like Sharpie. Like Taylor actually like signed these. We got handed those, and the second that I left the rep room, like I kept it calm pretty much the entire time. Like with her, I wasn't like screaming, I wasn't crying, I wasn't like shaking. I was just like talking to her like she was like my best friend. Like it was so easy talking to her. The second I left, I started sobbing. Like I was just like crying, and it was like I didn't even know what to say. Like I couldn't speak. I was just like crying and crying. And we walked out, like we walked back up, and we saw like the table for the rep room, and like I grabbed my phone, and like everyone else was in the line to like go in for like the next group. They saw me and they were all like, aw, and I was like, have fun in there, guys. And I was just crying, and I cried all the way back to Club Olivia. And Club Olivia was so much fun because of all the people that were in there. And they all ran up to me and they were like, how was it? Like, how was she? And I told them everything. And they were like, oh, everyone in the Club Olivia was so amazing. I'm trying to remember everyone's name. Jess, Miranda, Crystal, Adam. Oh my god, everyone there was so nice. And, oh my, I don't even like... It was the best experience ever. Taylor was so incredible. And then the show started. You can see my vlog again. Please watch the vlog. It has all the videos from the concert. And I was in Club Olivia, and Taylor actually bought us all pizza in Club Olivia. Like she paid for the pizza, and it was like really good. It was like Chicago style pizza, and it was really good. And so yeah, Taylor bought us pizza, and like for like the stadium, waters are like $6, which is crazy. But for us, because we were in the VIP section, we got like free water and soda. I didn't have any soda, but I had water, and obviously I had to keep the bottle because I'm actually in. Sorry guys that I cut out. My mom called me about what I wanted for dinner. So, yeah, last thing I was talking about is how I saved the water bottle because I'm insane. But being in Club Olivia with everyone was such a cool experience, and like everyone in there was like diehard Swifties, and we'd all met Taylor. Most of them were at the DirecTV event, and like during Long Live, like we all like put our arms around each other, and we were just like swaying side to side, and everyone was like crying, and it was amazing. And meeting Taylor was so amazing and unforgettable, and she's the sweetest human being ever. And she was always so nice. Like she had perfect posture. She was like looking at me in the eyes. She was like so, and it looked like she was as excited to meet me as I was to meet her. And it was absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful I got the opportunity to meet Taylor. Thank you to everyone at Taylor Nation that saw my video. Thank you to Andrea for sending Taylor my video, because this wouldn't have happened without that. And thank you guys for watching and supporting my delicate reaction video and everything. It means the world to me, and Taylor saw it, and because of you guys and this YouTube channel, I was able to finally meet Taylor and hug her, and it was so incredible, and I can't believe that it finally happened. The concert was amazing. Please watch my Rep Tour vlog to see all the videos from the concert, and follow me on my Instagram. Check my story highlights. Follow everyone that I took pictures with that's on my story highlights, and it was so amazing. Thank you all so much for watching my videos, and thank you for supporting me enough to let me go and meet Taylor and tell her how much I loved her. And yeah, thank you everyone who's watching this for letting me, like, getting me to that place where where I was able to meet Taylor. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I had such an amazing time, and I was see you guys in my next video. Bye.